here.
And Larson.
Welcome back to Going In Raw Overrun. Bonus episode time is the Going In Raw hotline. So I want to say thanks to all the YouTube channel members and patrons for your support. Really goes a long way. Without you guys, we'd be a bunch of jack shit. Be a whole lot of nothing.
Be bums.
We'd be bums.
Bums.
We'd be sharing a cardboard box with a pea corner.
Yeah.
No manscape for us.
No.
Yeah, but no, because of you guys,
Our ball's going to be in all sorts of bad shape.
we get to it'd be in a bad way.
All sorts of chafing and super
God.
Smelly.
Oh my goodness. Anyways,
Bad news. Bad
My
news.
goodness.
Totally bad news.
So, I thought it was a lively show today.
Yeah, it was good.
That's one thing about WWE. When they get weird,
It gives us something to talk about.
gives us stuff to talk about for sure. That was a fun main event. Hopefully we get more Ricochet, AJ Styles. I'm not sure we're going to. I don't know if AJ Styles is going to move on with this, doing some
feuding
stuff with the club or what. I don't know. Anyways.
So hard to tell where they're going.
That's a good thing. It's a good thing. But yeah, J.S. Wooten says Gallows and Anderson are being sent out like jabronis. That's such a silly thing to me because, like, in the right hands, which is like virtually everybody else, like, they'll be rebuilt in no time at all.
I know. I know.
You think they'd be a good fit at All Elite Wrestling?
Oh, that'd be a wonderful fit, man.
Probably focusing on tag team action.
Oh, man, stellar. Young Bucks versus Gallows and Anderson.
You know, man, if Seth gets his, unders in a bunch, his underwears in a bunch,
Yeah.
over the whole idea of I'm the best wrestler, he should lobby Vince. Bring back the damn King of the Ring. Make it their own G1. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you want to, because I firmly believe most of these guys, like not Mojo Rawley, not Baron Corbin even.
Top of the card guys for the most part, yeah.
Like, they could put on, because half of them already have, a bunch of them have already been in New Japan or Ring of Honor or whatever. And how much would Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Ricochet, Samoa Joe love the idea, okay, look, your directive, go out there and have a 5-star match.
Yeah, I know.
Let's show everybody, all these dorks out there, cage side seats, dorks. That's who Seth was
Going
calling
in
them.
Raw.
Dorks, right? Show them all that we do good wrestling too. You want the work rate? We have that here as well.
Yeah.
King of the Ring. Let's do it. Just do that.
I think that'd be great.
That'd be great. That'd be awesome.
So I thought the Universal Championship had been all about.
I thought you said that you thought the Universal Championship should have been all about like once a year.
Yeah, that's what it was. Is they have a tournament once a year. The first one is determined by a tournament.
Oh, okay.
And then every year thereafter, they have a tournament determine a new number one contender, and it's only ever defended once a year.
Yeah.
That was the idea for the Universal title.
Instead,
the lone cross-brand championship.
So no title, not a title.
Yeah.
But you do get a title shot or whatever, like the G1. The G1, you get, it's like a trophy.
You get a trophy and you get a title shot at Wrestle Kingdom.
Right. What's the physical manifestation in WWE?
So they probably wouldn't do a title
King of the
shot.
Ring, crown, and the cape?
Yeah, I guess so. That has to be it. Because they're going to take things literal like that.
Right.
Because they probably wouldn't do a title shot because there's already Money in the Bank and there's already the Rumble.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they could still do a title shot. Why not? Do a title shot.
Guion has a good question here. Just had free ribs because a coworker brought some in. It was pretty good, but needed sauce. What's the best kind of sauce to go with ribs? Besides barbecue sauce, he'll allow booze.
Oh, there you go. Okay. McDonald's,
I'll be honest,
McDonald's honey, sweet honey
Sweet and
sauce.
sour?
Sweet and sour, yeah.
For ribs?
Oh, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, if the meat's good, you need sauce on it.
Yeah, no, when my dad makes the best ribs I've ever had in my life, and I don't need a lick of sauce.
If they're well seasoned, the meat's
dripping.
good.
It's just dripping. I don't even know what seasoning he does. Just give me meat.
Oh, okay.
But he might do, I don't know, he might do seasoning. My dad's not, I don't think my dad's like that much of a seasoning guy.
Oh, he didn't put a rub or anything on it?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's just literally just meat flavor?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's so good.
Tanner Pedsula, Stephen Larson, quick question. Just withdrew from my summer semester at college. Electrical engineering was kicking my butt. Give me all your dad's advice on a new reliable career to pursue. Well, my dad's an electrical engineer. So my dad, he'd probably just say, well, if you're not into it, then let's do something else. But he was an electrical engineer. So he'd probably be more like, here's advice to stick with it.
I mean, I kind of think that it depends on what you want out of life in general.
Yeah.
If you want Money. I mean, if it's the kind of thing where if you're going through this to be an electrical engineer and you just think, well, it's not my thing, that seems to me like you're the kind of person who wants something that's personally fulfilling as opposed to just going after a paycheck.
Yeah.
So I would suggest take a look at yourself in the mirror.
Yeah.
And really reflect on what do you love? What do you really want to do? When I was in college, you and I both, we went to film school. And we both wanted to be filmmakers. And I know we both kind of have that itch a little bit, but I'm very happy where I landed. I didn't even know podcasting wasn't a thing back in the year 2000, 1999, whatever.
Yeah.
That wasn't a thing. I also then after college, I wanted to get into comic books. And I tried my hand at that. I loved it, but I wasn't really cut out for it. So I went a different direction. So find something that you actually really are interested in that you can devote full time and try to figure out how to make a living off of that.
Yeah.
Or go into real estate, either way.
Yes. The Howdley Doodley champion took a coworker to his first wrestling show last night. He would have gone to one when he was 17, but he got put on house arrest that day. The show would have been the one where Owen Hart died.
That is a interesting story. He would have gone to one when he was 17. It was Over the Edge 99. Wow. Yep. I wonder if that would have put him off wrestling shows.
Yeah, I know.
Because that's the man. Oh, man, it's my first wrestling show. Guy's dead in the ring. That's horrible.
Done.
All right. Well, I'm going to go check out like a baseball game or something at that point. Man. Let's see here.
Patrick Oliva says, as dads, do you have any secret remedies to deal with teething?
We never had any problems with Alabama teething having.
It never got like super bad.
I mean, we always knew that, oh, she's just teething right now. But shit, I don't remember. I don't know. I think honestly, for a lot of that stuff, like Lacey is so experienced with being a mom that I was kind of lucky with that. Like I was just like, oh, what do we do? What do we do? And then she would do something.
Mr. Dope says ice toys, like teething rings. They're filled with water. You put them in the freezer. You get them cold, and they can nibble on those. And and the cold kind of helps numb their gums a little bit.
Yeah. That was never a problem with Alabama. Alabama's actually been a pretty low maintenance child. Yeah.
Waymaker's question. Then we'll do non-news. What submission move would you be happy to take, and what one would you be genuinely scared of? Any sort of choke, I'd be genuinely scared of, because if that goes wrong, that could go real bad.
So I'm assuming Wayne here is talking about like in wrestling. I would just assume that the people I'm working with are professional enough not to actually choke me out.
Yes.
So a choke would be okay.
All right.
I'm thinking of like the STF, especially the way Cena does it. It doesn't. It
doesn't like it. He's putting any torque
really
on your
anything.
head whatsoever.
Yeah.
That one
I would say the STFU.
Yeah. Little Era says the Kimura is super scary. Hoverboard lock. You can legit break someone's arm doing that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looks bad. But I would trust Kushida.
I mean, if it's in the hands of all the professional wrestlers, and by and large, I wouldn't.
Mr. Dope says the walls of Jericho. But that lion, when he brings the knee, the lion tamer, that looks like it's, oof. He brings that low sometimes. I don't know if I'm that stretchy.
And also, didn't someone win an MMA fight with a Boston Crab?
Yeah.
So it can mess you up.
Yeah. Oof. Oh, man. Anytime your toes are touching the back of your head, it's not a good thing.
No.
Anyways, is Wang here? Can we do non-news now?
Do non-news now.
All right. Oh, hold on a second. I have to see. Okay. I have to ask this. C. Pena, you're here right now. He won Matt Chat a while ago.
Yeah.
And I accidentally sent him Adam Darwin's prize. You remember that, right? That was a thing we talked about on the show.
Yeah.
And I told C. Pena I was going to send him an envelope for Adam Darwin. That's ready to go. I DM'd him yesterday, who I thought was C. Pena from here in chat. Evidently was a different C. Pena who doesn't have any recollection. Okay. So, C. Pena, what's your Twitter account? What is your Twitter account? I need to know this now. Because your shit is ready to go. And the guy that I DM'd yesterday has zero recollection of any of that. He says, "Hey, I don't know what you're talking about."
Does he even know who you are?
Yes, he follows us.
Oh, all right.
So I just need to know what C. Pena's Twitter. Yes, please DM me right now, because that was. I looked like an asshole.
Yeah.
At that point. Oh my goodness gracious! All right, I'm gonna do this non-news. Waiting for the trying to get these goddamn chat trivias out of the way. Should have just been doing it the whole time. And then I gotta find Jay Sean Lawrence's. It's around here somewhere.
Oh, all right.
This is one of you two. So you facing wins too sweeting me or something.
Gotcha. Graphic played, yeah.
Yeah, graphic art.
So according to Wrestling Observer Radio's Dave Meltzer, Rusev's WWE contract might be expiring pretty soon. That's the news.
That's the news.
Here's the thing. For years, seemingly, we've heard of Rusev's discontent.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also kind of trolled fans a bit about it on internets.
Time for him to put up or shut up.
Did you see that still he put up on Twitter the other day about Google?
Yeah. How well it treats its employees, evidently.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw that.
That was pretty funny.
That was pretty funny. He loves doing the troll. When's the last time we saw him on TV? Super Showdown?
It's been a while. Yeah, Super Showdown, part of that Mania, I think.
So read the info.
Well, this is all from Wrestling Inc.
Good.
This is their summation of what Meltzer had to say. Quote, "There's no word yet on if Rusev is interested in leaving WWE, but it would not come as a surprise to many, as he's believed that he is unhappy with his position in the company due to some of the comments in media interviews and on social media. They bring up the fact that Rusev is currently away from WWE with some requested time off, something that he seemingly kind of disputed on Twitter." And then continues, quote, "Meltzer speculated the hiatus has to do with Rusev being unhappy. It was also speculated WWE could extend the length of the contract due to the time off by freezing it, which they do when a talent is out of action with an injury." So...
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. He's out the door. He's gone.
So he calls up Cody.
Uh-huh.
"Hey, Cody. It's Alex."
Yeah.
Wait, what's his name?
Miroslav.
It's Miro.
Yeah, Miro.
How you doing, buddy?
That's a pretty decent Rusev, actually.
Now that you said that, I'm gonna fuck it up. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Congratulations on the AEW. It's good for you, yeah?
Yeah, it's good. It's great. It's going
It's
great.
good for Rusev too.
Okay.
Do you want me? What do you have on the table for me, for your buddy Miro?
Well, I mean, we have to look into numbers.
What numbers do you want? I give you the big numbers.
Well, that's about what we have budget for.
Have you seen my Lana?
Yeah, is she out of her deal too?
CJ would love to be part of AEW.
Okay, well, something we could definitely talk about and look into.
She's willing to train more in wrestling.
I got Rusev on the line. Give me an excuse to hang up.
Hey, who is that?
Oh, sorry, Matt Jackson just... Oh, gosh, he just super kicked me. I got to talk to you. Bye, Rusev. Click.
Hello, buddy. It wasn't even a good Rusev. What are you guys talking
about? Not that bad. It wasn't that bad, actually.
Oh, man. What if they go into the adult movie business? A lot of people would pay to see that. One.
Oh, wow. Legit Underboss says breakdancing has been formally accepted as part of the Olympic Games.
Yes! That's
Larson
awesome.
Go for the gold in 2024. All right.
That's great.
Start popping and locking. Here we go.
There you go. Look at that. Yeah. So, where do you, see, I've always maintained that Rusev and Lana are the perfect act for the WWE. And yeah, and they're not being used. They're probably unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably making a shit ton of money, though. I don't know if he fits in anywhere else. I don't know, man. What do you think?
I don't know, because I don't know what else he could do.
I know. He's not like a best bout machine guy
that we're aware of.
that we're aware of. My line kind of stops with him. Like, I do believe that a lot of the roster, like 70% of the roster, maybe 60%, they can be Juice Robinsons. They can go off and be, really, really good bout machines. I don't know if Rusev is that guy.
Like Ring of Honor would break down the door to have him.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah.
Impact probably would.
But, like, they'd be slumming in Ring of Honor. Impact, yeah, and they'd be slumming in Impact. I don't know. I mean, Impact, I never know with Impact. I don't know how much money they have. They're paying Killer Cross evidently peanuts.
Yeah.
Rusev is a big deal.
Yeah.
But, God, I don't know if Rusev wants to be the Impact guy. There's just so many opportunities at WWE, and then but maybe there's not. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I mean, it really does seem like...
Well, then the thing about it, I think they both want a platform to launch into other things.
Yeah.
And WWE offers that more so than any place else. But then the first thing they got was What Untold Divas, and then they more or less got fired from that show.
Yeah, that was weird. That was really weird because they were pretty funny from what I understand.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, man. I don't know. Daskamania seems to think he can go to New Japan. I don't
Fair says DDT Pro.
Yeah, no, that'd be great.
That'd be wildly entertaining.
That'd be amazing. Alex C., do you think he'd legally change his name to Rusev before leaving?
I don't think WWE probably owes that name.
If you legally change your name to it, though, can't you use it?
I mean, that would be your name, but I don't know if you could use it for like trademarks and stuff if someone already owns the trademark.
Right. I think that's so over.
Yeah, Ryback changed his name legally, but I don't know.
Did he ever end up like? Can he act? I mean,
My understanding is that WWE never trademarked any of that stuff. Like Feed Me More, they never trademarked it, and that's why he jumped on it.
Didn't they? They sent him like a cease and desist.
They contested it, but I don't know whatever came of it.
Let's see what's going on in the world of our trademarks. Trademark. Is this it?
Lana It was kind of annoying on Total Divas because whenever she over imbibed, it was a bit much.
Oh, when she got drunk, it was annoying?
Yeah.
Really? Let's see here. No, that's not it.
I just don't. Alex C says they can't stop you. Go by your legal name. Yeah, I know, but I don't know if you change your name legally to something that's already been trademarked. I don't know if what the deal is with that.
Yeah, can you use it to promote business stuff? Like if I change my name to, I don't know, Disney.
Hadley Doodley Champion says, what's the rule on seeing a fan take creepy photos of women wrestlers? A dude next to me was doing that practically for all of Alexa matches, taking creepy pictures of her during her matches.
I mean, I don't know, man. Just there's nothing you could do. What are you gonna do? Slap his phone out of his hand?
I mean, the only thing you really do is tell security. And
if he's not like breaking any rules in terms, like nobody says you can't take pictures of people.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You can't really do much about
it. Karen says call him out very loudly or take photos of him doing it and post it.
Yeah, you could do that. Be Ali, Vigilante Justice.
There you go.
You could do that. I don't know where I'm even at.
Right now. You're doing
I don't know what I'm doing. Use this link. Read the letter by clicking this link. What is this? Can I do this? What's this? Response forms? I don't know all that. Here we go. What's this?
Hadley Dooley says, holding phone above his head and giggling like a madman.
You know, man, it's just off put. I can't stand going to like even at the last WWE show we went to, what was it, SmackDown?
No, the double Raw I went to, there's this guy like 2 sections over that was basically,
oh man,
like catcalling JoJo the whole time.
We were at the top of the lower bowl, right?
More or less. And this guy was 2 or 3 sections over. We could hear him clear as day, screaming down to JoJo.
Mm-hmm.
All sorts of just creepy stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a friendo that was sitting next to him, and you tweeted at him, hey, tell him to shut up.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah, because he was like, hey, I'm right near this guy. And I was like, tell him to shut up. And then he said, I showed him my phone that you said that. And then he jumped in the conversation, the guy who was catcalling.
Yeah.
And so I was like, dude, you're being an asshole.
Yeah.
And then he said something back like, oh, I forget what he said. It was something annoying. So I blocked him. And
then security came over and talked to him because at a certain point he was quiet.
Yeah. So security came and took him.
Yeah.
And then he was allowed to come back. And I think the friendo had said, he told them he had some sort of press pass. I don't know who the hell ever gave that guy a press pass. But I swear to God, at every single show, man. And it's like, I love our community because I'm pretty sure that there's nobody in our community like that. But in other communities, or just in the wrestling world in general, there's always that one fucking person, man. There's always that one idiot. And it was kind of the same thing I went to SmackDown. They weren't nearly as bad, but like the guys sitting, what was it, in front of us?
Yeah.
Like, there's always people for the first 30 minutes of a show. They're just so happy to be there, or they've just been drinking too much.
Yeah.
And those every little thing. No, we don't care about this.
Yeah.
Stop talking so much. It's like, dude, stop. It's like, stop just trying to get attention, you know? And then they gas themselves out.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know. I fucking hate that stuff.
Mr. Dope says most of the time they're drunk.
Yeah.
Could be possible.
Yeah.
Entirely possible.
Makes you wonder where they get the money for that, because the beer, the freaking...
No, they do it before they get there.
They do some pre-partying.
Yeah, they pre-party.
Yeah.
Get loaded.
Get loaded.
Hadley Doodley says in this case the dude was sober. Mr. Dope says small bottles.
Yeah, there you
go. Chris Ramprasad asked, are you going to see Spider-Man Far From Home?
Yeah.
I haven't seen Homecoming yet.
Yeah, dude. I'm going to watch that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it while I'm overseas. Sadly, I might have to wait till I get back. But maybe I'll get to see it while I'm there. Oh, here we go. What's this?
Patrick Sparks asks, what are the chances Sasha gets time off added to her contract? Probably pretty good.
It probably all depends. So if things remain the way they are and she just elects to sit at home and sit it out, they will totally do that. They will add as much as they can.
Yeah.
If the reports that she's been having meetings with Vince McMahon are true, I would think that if they go well and they find a place for her, they might not do that. Yeah. Or they'll say, look, if you elect not to re-sign, we're going to add time to your contract.
Yeah. Mr. Dope says that he went to Waffle Experience and that my assessment was correct. That is all right. It's all right. It's different.
What's different about it?
It's like most of their waffles are savory waffles.
Okay.
Which isn't a bad thing. It's just different. It's all right. Patrick Oliva asks, has Larson been invited into Movie Squad? Probably not. Patrick Sparks says, Stephen Larson, any tips on anxiety besides pot and booze, stressing out over this solo Ireland trip? It depends on the nature of the source of anxiety.
What's the date of publication? So far it's been approved by examining attorney for publication, but has not yet been published for opposition.
Gotcha. Mr. Dope said, yeah, I thought it'd be more breakfasty too, but yeah, it's more, it said savory.
Yeah,
it's not sweet.
Yeah. Do you think anybody's going to oppose us?
I don't know. I mean, when I was dealing with my more serious anxiety issues, there was some stuff that they taught me to try to. I guess here's one thing to keep in mind is that your body can't exist in a state of essentially panic for too long. Eventually, it will settle itself down.
Mm-hmm.
And you just kind of have to be mindful of that. That the anxiety will hit you and can hit you hard. But sometimes, you just kind of have to wait it out. Yes, C. Pena's right. When I go to the gym, I feel way better in terms of the anxiety. It's a relief because
exercise is always like regardless. I don't really suffer from
there's
anxiety,
there's I guess the chemical aspect of it. We get some endorphins released in your blood, but for me, it gives me an opportunity to focus on something that's not really going on exterior outside of me.
Yeah.
I'm just focusing on what I'm doing there. So Patrick Sparks says, being in a foreign country alone, really.
Joshua Guerrero
source of his
on
anxiety.
Twitter. Wait, what's that?
It said Patrick says being in a foreign country by himself is a source of his anxiety.
Yeah, but they all speak the language,
Mm-hmm.
so you'll be able to, for the most part, maybe understand them. But yeah, no, I'm excited for you. I think that should be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say I have anxiety over it because that's sort of overstating it, but I have been, I don't want to say stressed out either. Just leading up to it. Like everything's pretty much in place for the trip. I'm more stressed out over Bama and then my stepkid Devin being on the plane because I don't know how their bodies are going to react to being on the plane. But we do have a whole row to ourselves. It's just our row. So hopefully it'll be okay.
Cool. You got your kilt situation worked out?
I mean, they have all my measurements and stuff. So once I get there, figure all that out.
To make sure you get it long enough.
I gave them the appropriate length from
Hip to
here
knee?
to there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna.
I mean, it's not mid thigh. I don't have like a mid thigh.
make sure you manscape before all that.
Yeah. Well, I've got they sent us the box.
Yeah.
I have the appropriate manscaping
There you
tools.
go.
Lawnmower 2.0.
There you go. Take advantage of it.
We got that. I'm good. Yeah.
Because you're not wearing any undies, right?
I don't know. I told you before, game time decision. I'm going to feel out the situation and see what's going on. We'll find out.
Legit underbosses. Wow, Steve, mid-thigh humble brag much?
What? Money and safety are big in my mind. Yeah.
Zach Stolpa says power rank struggle meals and why ramen is peak struggle meal. You know, the whole time when I was, sorry, not the whole time, but by and large when I was, in college and had not a whole lot of money, I never really ate ramen.
Yeah, I've never been there either. But then, like, we both had our parents. Like, I don't know. I've never really like had to struggle with money. Mm-hmm. I mean, especially back in college, anyways. And then after college, I had a job, and I've always eaten good. I've always made sure to eat what I wanted to eat.
One thing I used to do is, what's the brand? Like the Hamburger Helper brand. The shit with the
Well, yeah, it's Hamburger Helper.
Anthropomorphic glove, yeah. Remember Beefy Noodle? I used to make Beefy
Yeah,
Noodle.
Beefy Noodle's
Because
great.
a bag of that stuff was super cheap.
It was
like
really
$1.
cheap, yeah.
And you just get like cheap stew meat.
Some stew meat, yeah.
And just let it simmer for like an hour.
Mm-hmm. It was hella good.
And that probably cost, I don't know, like $6.
My kids love ramen though. Like we always keep it stocked at the house. They love it. It's cheap. Yeah, they have those little pizzas. You can get pizzas for like 89 cents.
Oh, like the Mama Celeste ones? Yeah, those are less than $1.
Yeah. Those are great. Anyway, speaking of food, I'm hungry. I'm going to eat my food.
I need to go home and make something.
Thanks everybody. Appreciate it. And we'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Where's the end?